on, guys? Nick Lesegor here, Exit 12 Homebrew in the house. I'm here on a Friday afternoon after a full week and a full day of work. I'm tired of looking at a computer screen, unless it has my recipe on it. Speaking of recipes, I'm brewing today. And I am brewing the Brewtubers Experiment beer for the 2025 experiment. Big thanks to sponsors 5 Star Chemicals and Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Store located in Danvers, Massachusetts. If you're a member of the Homebrew Club, www.brewtubers.com, you get a discount code to use at Beer and Wine Hobby that is unique to us as a club. So join us in the Discord. You can chat about things like this experiment. The experiment this year, for those of you that are unaware, the experiment every year is something that the club does to help our sponsors out and to do something fun. We all brew the same beer, save for one variable. The variable changes from year to year. We then brew the beer, package it, ship it to a hub. That hub packages up everybody's individual beers and ships them back so that you get a box of beers from brewers in the club using the same recipe except for that variable. You taste the beers on video. You basically judge them on video, talk about which ones you like, which ones you didn't like, give it a ranking. And it's a great way to learn. Instead of brewing the same beer 9-10 times, you get to brew it once and you get to try it with the different variables and see which ones you like the most. It's a great learning experience for those that participate in it. This year, we're actually going to be doing a malt experiment. It's an amber ale. And the malt experiment is for Specialty Malt. So everybody follows the same recipe except for a Specialty Malt. They add as much or as little as they want. They have to stay within the style guidelines. And then they brew the beer. Same hops, same yeast, same mash temperature, same salts. Maybe not the same amounts, depending on how much you're brewing, what your system is. But it's the same recipe. And so we're going to just go in. 10 pounds, 12 ounces for me, 5-gallon batch. I don't know how much I'm going to like it, so got to go with a 5-gallon batch. 8 pounds of Stone Path 2-row, a pound of C60, a pound of Munich malt, 4 ounces of Victory malt from Brees, and my malt, my variable this year, is Red X, and I'm going in with 8 ounces of it. I've been dying to use Red X. The SRM on this beer is 33. Nope, sorry, SRM is 10. So I'm actually on the lower end of the allowable SRM for an amber ale. I've been dying to use Red X. I've seen other brewers in the past use it. It's not a malt many people talk about now. It can be used as a base malt. You can use it up to 100%. Obviously, I didn't get that adventurous, but I am using it as a specialty malt. And we'll see what it imparts on the beer. So I'm really excited about that. 60-minute edition of Magnum, 30-minute edition of Willamette, 10-minute edition of Cascade. We are using yeast nutrient and gelatin in this, mashing it at 154 degrees. So really a fun recipe. There are, at this stage, I believe 12 others. So I think I'm the 13th, 11 or 12 others, which is we haven't had that high of a sign up on an experiment in a long time. Shows a couple of things. 1, excitement about the club. And 2, we are growing. I think we have at least 5 new memberships in this month alone. Join the club. It's a lot of fun. And it's something that these experiments are something that we have fun doing. So it's late in the day. I'm not going to be getting done until it's dark out. This is my first time in a long, long while, years, brewing this late. Especially probably the first time in years and years brewing in my brewery this late. I got a buddy, Jack the Boss Brewing, my buddy Dave. He likes to brew quite late, and I did it with him back maybe in November or so at his house. And we were up until 1 or 2 in the morning, I think even 3, brewing. So won't be up that late tonight. Won't be up that late. Got going right around 4 o'clock, so going to get the brew day going. Hopefully wrap up around 10:30 or so. We'll see how everything goes. I'll see you in there. Let's have fun. Let's brew beer. Come on. just got done sparging. I just grabbed a sample and I'm going to throw it in the freezer for first runnings, get a first runnings gravity. And then now I'm going to start sparging. For the time I started, I'm making pretty good time. Having to take all those pH readings slowed me down because I don't start the 60-minute timer until I hit my pH. I did this time. I started it before I hit my pH because I'd already taken 2. At some point, you gotta start the timer. So really, a lot of my mashes sometimes are 70-minute mashes. Actually, no, probably closer to 80-minute mashes because I do a 10-minute rest after I mash in, and I don't account for that in the 60-minute mash. My rest is after I mash in, after I dough in. I don't turn the pump on. I just let it sit. So I let the grain bed settle, basically. Is that what you do? Because you mentioned 120 degrees, so I wasn't sure. You know, a lot of the things, like you said, are probably not things that we have to do, but the things that make us feel better. You know, like Kurt adds, which I'm going to start doing, because his beers are awesome. He adds like a... Brew Tan B. He adds Brew Tan B to his beers. You know, does it make a difference? Maybe. You know what I mean? But like, who knows, you know? Okay, we just hit the 60 minutes. Grabbing a sample. I'm adding the half-ounce of Magnum. And here we go. Unfortunately, I would tell you what my first runnings gravity was, but I took it and threw it out by accident because I'm talking to a couple of the guys from the Homebrew Club on Google Meet. Here's the sample though for not first runnings because I threw it out. Here's the pre-boil gravity sample. So we're gonna throw this in the freezer and read it. Okay, we got the sample cooled for pre-boil gravity because I threw out the first runnings gravity. We're shooting for 040. That's what we're shooting for. 040. Well, temperature's still a little hot. We'll let this cool down. Currently saying 045, which means we're a little high, which I'll take. I'd rather high than low. So we'll let this cool down and we'll see what we end up getting. Okay, so we cooled down and stayed the same. 045. So I will take it, 045 for the, I actually increased the pre-boil volume quite a bit to make sure that we get it 6 gallons hopefully into the fermenter. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, we got Willamette hops going in now at the 30-minute mark. Boom. Get those suckers in. The next hop drop is going to be Cascade, or the next drop is going to be Cascade and a half a tablespoon of yeast nutrient. Okay, 10-minute mark. Got some yeast nutrient and Cascade. That's it for the hop drops. 10 minutes left in the boil. We're going to cool it down. And then we're going to transfer into the fermenter. Okay, we're going to turn off. We're at 0 minutes. I'm going to kill the boil. I'm going to throw in our recirculation arm. I'm currently enjoying a weekend mulching. If the video isn't out, coming soon. Newest batch. This is good. I am currently chatting with Billy, Gamdude Brewing, and Matt Woodshed. Not Woodshed, Matt Irondale. So we're gonna cool this down now. I'm gonna turn on the faucet. Everything's all set. I got the hose ready to go. And we're gonna cool this down. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's hot. Yeah, and we're gonna cool this down now. Probably around 70, and then we'll transfer and we'll pitch. So I threw in the whirlpool on to help cool down the beer when it's ready. When it's at an appropriate temperature. 209 is not that temperature. We'll probably cool it down to 180 or so, 190, and then I'll turn on the pump. And here, I got water filling up. I cannot put this hot of water down my sink. My pump that's over here is not rated to handle water past like 170 or 180 degrees. So just to be safe, this is something I did beforehand, just to have hot water. Like even before I had the sink, I would do this, just to have hot water when I was cooling outside, so that I had hot water to clean the Brewzilla. So I'm going to stop this video before that gets too high, but this is the cooling process. So one thing I like to do from time to time is check to make sure that these wrap temperature probes that I buy are on point. This is the third set of probes I've gone through because they've been inaccurate. 71 and 71. So we're looking good so far. Just like to make sure, this is something I'm going to work into my process from time to time, just to make sure that the probes, they get knocked around. They're not the most reliable things when they get knocked around and you treat them. You know, you have to be very careful with the wrap temperature probes. So just ensuring that the temperatures are accurate. Okay, we're currently sitting at 70 degrees. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to turn the pump off. I'm going to pull up the whirlpool arm. And I'm going to take the chiller. Let the chiller drain for a little bit. Goes in the sink. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top, the lid. The other thing I'm going to do is make sure I shut off the pump. And then I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to set it for 10 minutes. I'm going to let this sit for 10 minutes before we transfer into the fermenter. Ten-minute timer, and then we'll transfer. 69.7 degrees. There's my boy Billy hanging out, kicking back. We had some people pop in. He's drinking a beer. I'm drinking a beer. But we're drinking beers, but now it's time to transfer. I'm going to transfer this beer into the fermenter at 69 degrees. That's Billy's favorite number. And here we go, we're on our way. I'm going to take a sample at some point too, for gravity. Okay, I got Billy. Actually, let's take a look. I got Billy watching me. He said making sure I'm doing it right. Why don't you wave to the camera, Billy? Raises the glass, there we go. So, with Billy watching, with the world watching. I'm going to take this gravity reading. I'm shooting for 0.51. Anything higher, we celebrate like we won the lottery. Anything lower, put a gun in your mouth and pray that I'm behind you. Okay. 0.51, 0.51, 0.51. 0.51, 0.51, 0.53, 0.52. It showed 2, now it's 3. Check it out. Hell yeah, 0.53. Celebrate good times. Down, 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 down. All right, there we go, 0.53, we'll call it. The tilt is saying 0.51. We'll adjust that in Brewfather, but 053, 051, we're gonna pitch the yeast. But instead of showing the yeast, since you've seen that like 1,000 times, instead of doing that, what I will do, good thing Billy is on mute, or I can hear him, but that's it. And for good reason, because he's being very naughty right now. But what I will say, we won't show pitching the yeast, no need for that. But drinking a beer with my buddy, my best friend from Brewtubers. Great experiment brew day, great to hang out with Billy. Thanks so much for watching. We'll do follow-up videos, obviously, with this experiment. There's gonna be tasting videos and everything else. I'll be tasting my own beer, so I'm excited to see how it goes fermenting at 68 degrees. And it's gonna be a fun experiment this year. Malt experiment. Red X, let's go. Thanks so much for watching. L'chaim.